My name's Salman, and here's my exact story how I went from a broke 19-year-old to 21 working with some of the biggest brands and creators in the world, shooting content and making them creative products that generate over hundreds of thousands of dollars and get millions of views. Basically, I came from a great life. Parents, everything, great sister, great family. I have my dean, I live in first world country. I have a great life. I can't complain about the way I grew up. However, I've noticed from a very young age, I was always A, curious, and B, not content to like staying where I'm typically at. And that has led me to always, and because I've never had that content, like I've never felt like, look, any day, I came from a great family, you know, support system and everything and had, but as an entrepreneur, I think we always have that knack. That's something that why is like pushing us, you know what I mean? And for me, it was always the innate ability to get better. Simply put, I couldn't sit down as a child and accept myself for being at a position where like I wouldn't think is like the best version of me. And there was such a long time while I was a kid, like I was in shut-in, you know what I mean? Like those shut-ins. I would play video games for hours on end. I would never travel. I'd never go outside. Very quiet kid up until high school. And that's when like my brain started developing and I realized I want more for life. However, I realized that I always wanted more for my life. Especially as a kid. I came from a background where I was super nerdy. I was super shy. I was kind of a shut-in. Like I used to play so much PC games. I was a huge League of Legends fan. I was playing Valorant a lot. You know, stuff like that. Even Rust. If you know what that game is, touch grass. I mean that sincerely. But because I came from that type of background, I feel like it was my biggest weakness and strength in the regard that it's propelled me to never look back and focus on developing myself as an entrepreneur and as even self, like as a creative, right? So that being said, you kept it pushing. I kept it pushing. And since high school, I've been starting businesses or trying to do side hustles. I did reselling for a bit and didn't really go anywhere. I still have these fugly shoes. I'll put it up in the camera. What else? Did stocks and then crypto for a bit, made $6,000, flipped it to like 1 to 6,000. That was nothing too crazy. You keep it pushing, right? And then this is the project that finally kind of propelled me where I started an NFT project. That went well for a bit, but then things didn't work out. However, I was able to grow that page to 7,000 followers in the first month through influencers and like shout outs and all these different strategies. And I was like, oh, cool. I'm pretty decent at marketing. So I was like, yo, I'll go online, I'll search up how to sell marketing services, how to find out how to sell marketing. Like I was a complete beginner and it just kind of clicked. I was watching Alex Becker, I was watching Iman, I was watching Sam Ovens, people like that for a bit. And then it just kind of clicked. Okay, cool. This is possible. There's people that done this type of stuff and they seem intelligent. They seem trustworthy. And that led to me starting like my freelancing / agency work. And then we did that for a bit. And then I think 11 months later, through trials and tribulations, I signed my first client, made them $5,000, kept it pushing, never got paid. Sent over my invoice, got ghosted, whatever. That's life, you keep it pushing. Literally 25 days after that, I signed my second client and my third. So the biggest opportunity,
After the freelancer thing, it was great, I was getting paid, but the biggest opportunity I had at my disposal was working at an agency as a copywriter for a bit, and that worked out towards my benefit, so that was fantastic. I picked up that job, learned direct response copywriting, and finally acknowledged the responsibility that comes with handling clients, expectations, communications, results, and unarguably, that was probably the most stressful time I've ever had. But it was stressful due to the fact that I was learning, I was adapting, and I was feeling big at learning, again. And then I started getting really good at direct response, we started getting results, and it was an interesting time period because that's when I started picking up on working with some of the biggest creators in the business space. And Money Story, like Splash, we worked with Carter Mason last year, and then some other creators doing NDAs and stuff, so that was interesting.
with that experience, I used it, scaled it for a bit, and then boom, November, I quit. I went back to doing my agency, revamped, and then Genix Consulting was born into a creative agency. Right now we do anything video marketing and creative product based. Then Genix Consulting was reborn. So afterwards, we were reborn into a creative agency where we focus on video marketing and then so content production and then creator products. For creator products, we did 40K one day. We did 6-figure run rates for some other clients. We're about to get another VSL through testimony through that, and then we have 2 offers we're currently working on, which I'm very excited about. If you're watching this, if you know, you know. Built in public. And then yeah, that's pretty much my journey as a creative standpoint. And now it's like, because of that, and now as I was building up my portfolio, since then, after November, I had the experience of working with PSG on a video campaign and for sound production. And then for the second shoot, I was shooting vertical content, so short form content. So that was sick. We worked with Muzz shooting, you know, ad campaigns and like event ad campaigns, and we were also doing video campaigns, like stuff like that, just video content overall. I was in charge of that, and then did another event for Taste in the Middle East for them. And then just did photography / videography for Ellis Dawn, and then other companies like Dream and Play Forever. And that started spiraling into more work, and that's the position I'm currently in today. So I've worked with some of the biggest creators in the world, some of the biggest brands in the world. I continue to scale my agency. We have other offers in deck. We're still doing content production on the side. So far, so great. Now, the reason why I say this is not to like flex. It's just to tell you, honestly speaking, I have value to my word. And I don't mean that in like the grifting sense. I mean it in the sense of where I have more experience, yes, but I still truly believe myself to be a top 10% of marketer compared to where I want to be a 0.1% marketer. That being said, I have 2 promises to you if you're watching this video. Number 1, you will be sold to. You'll get the best value when it comes to content production and creative products, such as offers. Consider myself a top 10, top 15% marketer. I've generated my clients over $500,000 in sales, and I've done over 6 to 7 million views for clients in the last 2 years. But that being said, because I'm saying this to you, there's value towards my word. I'm not saying this to yip yap or yap, you know what I mean? Creator economy is worth over $200 billion, and me personally, I want a piece of that prize. I want that prize ASAP. However, understand that writing offers and new content is the way to get to there. And the second promise I want to give you is you will be sold to. I'll be honest with you. I'm not some random guru on the internet that will lie to you and say I'm doing all of this because I'm a noble human being. End of the day, I'm not that good. You will be sold to, and if you feel like you don't want to be, if you're a coach, expert, or even a company that is currently looking for content production, or you're a creator that's looking to launch your own product, cool, this is the right place for you. Again, I'll never sell directly towards you, but however, if you join my newsletter, you will eventually be sold to either products or services I'm currently offering. Again, I've worked with some of the biggest creators in the biz op space and some of the biggest brands in the world, so you're getting genuine value that you can attest to, and my clients can attest to. If you check my website below, Genix Consulting. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, I genuinely appreciate you guys for watching this, for supporting me. I know I have a few people on Twitter, Instagram, and a little bit on YouTube, and yeah. Next week we'll get a VSL guide, which you'll probably see a little bit of work in that, and I genuinely mean it. Great value. Okay, bye.